Hey guys, JB here from Alpha Wolf Consulting, coming to you today with the newest series, which is the Alpha Wolf Guide to Connecting Outwards. So what do I mean by connecting outwards? I mean connecting energetically outwards with others and with life in general. Do you sort of get it in with the universe? So if we think of everything as having energetic signatures, we're able to understand it in sort of, I guess, quantum frequency, where I am able to project and redistribute my internal energetic state into external objects and matter. Do you sort of get it? So like if we think about it in terms of quantum entanglement, one particle has the ability to influence another particle. Do you sort of get it? Simultaneously. So what this means is the way in which a particle influences another particle is through a quantum process, but quantum is consciousness. So consciousness created the universe didn't create consciousness. So while I can see a quantum state, so to speak, I can understand a quantum state exists, I cannot understand the mechanisms of a quantum state. Just to the same, I cannot be the father of my mother. Do you sort of get it? I am already the son. Do you sort of get it? So it's outside of our control to understand and measure the quantum aspect of life and nature. So all we do is we relax. We don't stress about that. And we focus in on understanding that the outcome that we experience, that we can measure as physical, like the physical state change, the collapse of the wave function, is the end result. Do you sort of get it? So we cannot measure the way in which we can influence the particle. We can only ever measure the end state that the particle exists within. Do you sort of get it? So it's a very important thing to understand this, because when we are understanding this, we are starting to understand that I am already energetically connected to whatever I desire in life in the moment of inception of that desire. So what I am trying to do is energetically align to the frequency, okay, and then to start influencing that frequency to where I had always been a part of that frequency, and then I'm collapsing that wave function into me always having been part of it. Do you sort of get it? It's very important. There are many advanced practices we can do, okay, but when we keep it simple, when I visualize, okay, think about it like this in life, okay? As a teenager, when you were looking for a girlfriend, you visualized who you wanted. And then sometimes you would find someone who is exactly like the person you visualized. Do you sort of get it? Collapsing wave functions. Do you sort of get it? So if we understand it like this, if I'm trying to attract a mate, I am trying to align to the vibration that mate is on. Do you sort of get it? That's resonating. Common values. Do you sort of get it? Shared beliefs, like desired ways of living. Do you sort of get it? I'm just aligning to the frequency of the end result. Do you sort of get it? But if we keep moving on from this, from the point of moving away from thinking of it in a term of trying to manifest to trying to become. So the goal isn't to manifest my dream partner. The goal is to become the frequency match of that person naturally. Do you sort of get it? The goal isn't to become successful. The goal is to become the frequency of success. Like, does this make sense? So if we start to understand this, okay, there is a certain level of, like, if we're trying to understand connection is not like, connection is not because the plug is in the wall, there is a connection. Okay, so connection is not the receiving, connection is not the doing. Do you sort of get it? If I introduce myself and say, hi, how's it going? My name's Justin. Like, do you sort of get it? I'm doing, so initiating the connection, and if it is received, there is an energetic connection. Do you sort of get it? And a conscious connection, like, depending on how we look at it and how we break it down. So when we start to understand this, it is not just about me getting what I want, but I have to do what I want. So if I want to be with the love of my life, I have to project the love that I am going to feel when I am with that person. Do you get it? Like, does this make sense? If I want to be successful, like, I got to contribute to the marketplace. Do you sort of get it? I can't ever become successful sitting in a basement doing nothing. Do you get it? So, like, there's an action of I have to initiate, but there also has to be a reception. Do you sort of get it? But while we wait for reception, we keep initiating. Do you get it? So it's like in business, if I'm an entrepreneur and I just start a business, I can create a product, take it to market, and then wait for people to buy it. Or I can take a product to market and then start on the next product, and then the next product, and keep, you know, it's different styles of business, but in essence, I don't have to sit in the same state waiting for the outcome that I want. Do you sort of get it? Because, like, the outcome isn't like a destination. So, like, if I create the products that I desire to create through my business, like, that is the end result. If people like it, if they don't like it, that's irrelevant, because it's sort of like music taste or art. You know, take for example Picasso. Was not very famous in his time, was pretty poor. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not an art person. Do you know what I mean? And then 80 to 100 years later, his paintings were found, and now he's the greatest painting and artist in human history. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you get it? So it's very important to understand that, like, the result isn't the widespread adoption. Do you sort of get it? Like, not to say that, like, if I have a business, the goal isn't to sell products. No, the goal is to create products people want to buy. Do you sort of get it? I'm not here to sell you some shit. I create shit that you want to buy. Like, do you get it? Like, it's two different approaches. So we understand, in love, I'm not seeking someone else to fulfill me. I'm fulfilling myself, which draws in the person who fulfills me. Do you get it? Because, like, I'm not just looking at it as a transactional thing, that should I have a business and I sell products, I'm now successful. If I go down in sales, I'm now less successful. Do you sort of get it? It's like the ego always wants this, like, two-sided approach. That the ego always wants this contrast within anything, that there is a right action and a wrong action, that there is a good outcome and a bad outcome. Just because, like, the brain's lazy, so the brain wants to make it as easy as possible. That's why in survival it goes down to binary decisions: left, right, run, halt. Do you sort of get it? fight, flight. So we start to understand that our limited thinking in the ways in which we understand and experience life are not because life is limited. Do you get it? It's because our understanding of life, okay, to the complexity of everything that encompasses life. Do you get it? Everything that encompasses life is so complex that our brain naturally tries to auto-correct down to an autopilot mode where it just does binary choices. This is the ego. It makes processing information easier and faster because the ego has limited processing in comparison to the unconscious mind. If you only had your conscious mind to process the information that you see through your eyes, you wouldn't see color. Do you get it? You wouldn't see light. The only place you would see light and color is where you look. Do you get it? That's how limited the processing power of the conscious mind is. So when we start to understand this, a lot of our limiting beliefs that we hold and our limitations are conditioned into us. So we have to let ourselves go. Do you get it? And allow ourselves to become more, to become limitless, to understand that I am the same life that created this universe. I am the same consciousness that this universe was formed from. I am that exact, very same consciousness. Not a separate individual, the exact same identical individual. Do you get it? So we start to understand that it is my responsibility as an individual within life to add to the energy. Do you sort of get it? That's why I'm a broadcaster. All life broadcasts energy. So whatever frequency that I want to be a part of, success, wealth, happiness, love, all of this, I broadcast. And I contribute to it. Do you get it? And it doesn't matter if the results look right or wrong. At a certain point in time, I will always hit the point of cascade. The point where what is not what I desire cannot exist anymore. And there is only what I desire in life. Do you sort of get it? So it's very important for us to understand this, because through our energy, it is my obligation to myself that if I desire love in life, I have to allow myself to feel consciously and unconsciously love every day. Do you get it? And this is how I feel fulfilled, not just waiting to die. Like, we all have sort of an obligation through consciousness, and this is part of our like genetic makeup and why we are the way we are and why we have emotions and, you know, why we have conscious thought and all of this, is so that we are able to like make it better. Do you sort of get it? It's a hard thing to explain, but it's like, because we are consciousness, okay, we are conscious of who we are. We have the obligation that if I say I want to be someone who feels love all the time, I have to uphold it. Do you get it? I have to be the one that is love within this life, within this universe, even if there is no other broadcasting signal of love. I am the broadcasting signal. Do you sort of get it? It's the only way. And that becomes the way that you be, that you are. I become the frequency of what I desire in life, not seeking to have material aspects of it. I don't want to look wealthy. I want to be wealthy. I want to feel wealthy. I want to sleep harder than anyone else in this world. Do you know what I mean? Sleep easier than anyone else in this world. And that's the power.